like to thank everyone involved in organizing this bus tour. We all know that climate change is real. We all know its devastating impacts on our air, the air we breathe, our water that we drink, our public health, and our land and oceans. They are documented. They are real. And we can no longer deny it or ignore it. That's why today's tour is so important. Raising awareness, building public pressure, and forcing politicians to wake up and listen to those people that they represent. We can't sit back and think this issue is going to fix itself, because it's not. Here in Maine, our motto is Dirigo, I lead. Well, on this issue, it must be we lead. Our actions and our collective voices will make a difference. Our state is at the forefront of steering our nation toward cleaner, renewable sources of energy. Already we have the first floating wind turbine, the first tidal energy unit off our shores. Biomass is growing, as is solar and wind and geothermal. And we are participating in a regional greenhouse gas initiative, and the list goes on here in Maine. But Maine and our region can't do it alone. This is a global issue that requires leadership. Leadership that starts right here and extends all the way up to the President of the United States. President Obama has announced that he's moving forward on his own because Washington is gridlocked. But he's only can do so much. Let's speak up right now, right here and today, and voice our support for the President's climate change goals. But more importantly, let's make sure that he's not doing it alone. Washington, D.C. and state capitals all across the country needs to hear from you. We need to break the gridlock and stop the efforts to roll back the progress that already has been made in Maine and throughout the country. We must build on our gains and redouble our efforts. Tackling climate change is an opportunity for our state and our nation, not just a challenge. Helping our businesses, our families, and our public institutions adjust to and combat climate change can bring not only health benefits, it also could bring economic benefits as well. We can help grow a clean energy economy here in Maine and around the country and create new economic opportunities along the way. But this all requires action. It takes movement and leadership. And it won't happen unless people like you and me and our neighbors speak up and push for that action. I encourage everyone here today to call, to email, to write. Send your messages to the governors, state legislatures, Congress, and the White House, and demand that they act on climate change, and do it now. You and I can't do it alone, but we can build that momentum together in encouraging a real change in direction, both in Washington as well as at state levels. Waiting makes all our challenges even harder. Nothing's going to help us if we just sit back. We gotta be active. We gotta motivate our family, our friends, our neighbors, our businesses for the next generation if we are going to help them. So I want to thank all of you for coming out today and being part of the solution. Collectively, we can do this. I know we can. And I know each and every one of you here will. Otherwise, you would not be carrying that sign that says, I will. So I want to thank you very much for coming here this afternoon. It's now my distinct pleasure to introduce the next